Should we DFA Aaron Hicks? Let him go. Let him go into the sunset, still pay him, but just have a free roster spot so that we can actually put someone that's productive in there. Eric Hosmer is a name that recently popped up since he was just DFA'd by the Boston Red Sox. He was acquired from the San Diego Padres just last season, and he just sucks. The Padres are paying his contract, and the Red Sox just said, hey, we tried to shop you around, and we couldn't do anything about it. So we're just going to have to DFA you, meaning we would rather have someone else take your roster spot. The Red Sox also kind of did this with David Price and Mookie Betts in a way where they didn't DFA him, but instead traded him off to a different team, which is obviously the most ideal situation, is packaging Aaron Hicks with a prospect or someone that is good enough so that we can actually send him off to a different team. Ideally, you would want the other team to pay the contract or partially the contract. But in this case of Aaron Hicks, who knows if there's ever going to be a team that's going to want to pay him that $10 million each season. He just hasn't been the same player. He had all this big talk saying, I'm going to go hit this amount of home runs. I don't know if it was 30 for 30 or unless I'm just thinking about like ESPN and all that stuff, those films. But Hicks said something around the lines of, I'm going to go 30, 30, 30. Like, I'm going to hit 30 home runs, steal 30 bags, something like that. I mean, if I'm wrong, you can correct me down in the comments below. And I was like, wow, maybe this guy can actually turn it around. But no, I was wrong. The guy hit 8 home runs and gave us a low batting average of 216. And on top of that, postseason wasn't anything different. He actually hit the same 216 in the postseason for his career. So we're not talking about anyone that is special in the sense of clutch or in the sense of just regular season. The guy just sucks at hitting. He hasn't been the same since that 2017, 2018 season. And even those seasons alone too weren't anything crazy to give him that extension that Cashman did end up giving him. That 7-year, $70 million contract. I will say that Aaron Hicks did have a good defensive run saved last season. He had an positive 8 defensive runs saved, and that's playing left field. So you got to give him that. He's a good fielder, though I remember just the bad parts. I mean, maybe that's just my bias towards having Aaron Hicks gone out of this team, but I just remember him seeing the ball, looking down at it, and just giving up. Or just like that thing on his head, and he was trying to look at his ball cap to try to see where he should position himself, and all that stuff. It just stays with me, those things. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, he might have had 8 defensive runs saved, but was he that good? It's kind of like the IKF situation. It's like maybe if we look at IKF's situation, we'll be like, he's not that bad of a fielder. But we just remember those moments where he messes it up. He really messes it up, and that's both for Aaron Hicks and IKF. When we look at his contract, he's about to make close to $11 million this season alone. Then for the next 2 seasons after this 2023 season, he's going to make $9.5 million. When he turns 36, he's going to have a club option where the Yankees most likely will decide that they want to part ways, and the Yankees have to pay him $1 million as a buyout. That means we basically have Aaron Hicks for 3 more years and around $10 million each season, $30 million in total, and that's going to be hard to move. It really is. And if the Yankees are already clogged up and having roster spots, then I think it could be realistic to say that Aaron Hicks could get DFA'd. When you look at the big scope of things, what's $10 million for the Yankees? I mean, maybe for us, it's like, whoa, it's a lot. But for the Yankees, the brand itself, the team itself, $10 million is not a lot. Now with the contracts being, $30, $40 million, most of the Yankee players are getting $35, $30 million? $10 million is not a lot. That's why I could also see Aaron Hicks being traded or the Yankees eating partial of the contract, but DFAing could be their last resort if they can't find a suitor to actually trade with. And the Yankees are struggling to do that with Josh Donaldson as well, and leading to just different situations where we can't advance and go get other players because we have this salary on the books. So if it were up to me and I was playing MLB The Show, I would DFA the crap out of Aaron Hicks. I would already have him out of the team. When you just look at everything in total, I feel like when Aaron Hicks plays baseball, he's just not the same player anymore. He really looks like he's defeated. out there. He really takes those boos personally. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's just one of those guys that actually complain about the booing. He let it affect him so much. I think his time in New York is up, and the Yankees know that. We're not going to win a World Series with Aaron Hicks there in left field. We got to improve on that, and the Yankees are trying to do that, trying to trade him away. But they're having a hard time doing that. DFAing is one of the easiest ways that you can just get rid of a player so you can have that roster spot for a rookie, for anyone else that's coming on in. And if the Yankees are working on something big, then possibly I would take an Aaron Hicks getting DFA'd as one of the big things. And if you want to throw in Josh Donaldson, that would be awesome. And now let's bring in a couple different players. Good with me. I would be really interested to see how you guys feel about Aaron Hicks and if we should DFA him. Or do you think we should hold on to him, maybe wait till the trade deadline, see if he improves, and then trade him off for a prospect or two? If it were up to me, like I said, you DFA him right now.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.